Welcome to Jeff's Changes for Life. And today I have to put a little bit of oomph in it because this is an important one. So important, I don't even need to do the disclaimer today. Why you should believe in yourself for real this time. Not surface motivation, real self-trust, real inner strength. You're not broken. You're not behind. You're not unworthy. You've just been talked out of trusting yourself. This isn't about hype. It's about coming home to yourself. Let's take the fluff off the table. This isn't about repeating affirmations in the mirror until you feel powerful. This is about understanding deeply why you've been doubting yourself and why it's time to take that trust back. So I absolutely have to start with the real reasons we lose faith in ourselves. First, we've been conditioned to look outside ourselves. From school, family, society, we've been trained to ask others, am I doing okay? Am I doing it right? Is this okay? Do I have permission to feel proud of myself? We mistake what we call failures for final truths. Every mistake becomes evidence we're not enough. But failure doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're becoming. So if you don't look at it as failure and you look at it as results, you're growing, you're learning, you're becoming closer to what you want to be. You know, we're surrounded by comparison. Social media and cultural pressures make us believe I should be farther along. I'm not like them. But honestly, comparison steals your context. Your story has a different timeline, and that's okay. What does believing in yourself actually mean? Well, it's not ego. It's grounded self-respect. You're not saying, I'm better than others. You're saying, I'm allowed to trust my instincts. I'm allowed to show up. It means knowing you'll show up even when it's hard. Self-belief doesn't mean you'll never struggle. It means you trust yourself to stay in it when things get tough. The thing we need to know about that is that it's rooted in actions, not just feelings. Belief grows from doing the things you said you'd do, especially when no one else is watching. So here's the big boom: why you must believe in yourself. Because no one else can do it for you. No validation will ever fill the void if you don't validate yourself. If you live for their approval, you'll die from their criticism. And I love this statement. If you live for their approval, you'll die from their criticism. This as well is powerful because every great change in your life starts with the inner yes. Every great idea that we've ever come to know in our life started with a single thought, started with a yes. It started with the decision to try, to start, to keep going. If you don't believe in your capacity, you'll never take the leap. So this guided adventure for you is important because you're the only one who's lived your whole story. No one knows what you've carried, fought through, survived, rebuilt, or hidden. So why are you letting strangers measure your worth? Knowing all of this, how do you build real belief in yourself, step by step? Number one, keep promises to yourself. Start small, build trust. I'll walk for 10 minutes today, and then do it. Every time you follow through, belief grows. Separate who you are from what you've done. You're not your worst decision. You're not your past. Belief grows when you realize you're bigger than your moments. As we build this strength within ourselves, reflect on what you've already survived. List the storms that you've come through. Name the moments you don't think you could have made it, but you did. That's your evidence. And we've talked about that internal voice in our heads that just can send us to catastrophe in minutes. Would you speak to your best friend the way you speak to yourself? Speak truth, not toxic positivity. Something like, I may not have all the answers, but I've earned the right to trust my voice. So now you're believing in yourself. And what happens when you finally do? You stop playing small. You stop shrinking to fit in. You stop waiting for someone to let you be great. You move with peace, not just proving. You don't need to convince people anymore. You trust your presence. That's enough. You also become someone others can trust too. When people see someone who trusts themselves, they feel safe, inspired, and called higher. So, in closing this out, I'm going black and white on this. You've spent enough of your life wondering if you're good enough. The question now is, what if you are? Not perfect, not finished, but worthy of your own belief. You don't need to wait for more evidence. You are the evidence. This isn't hype. This is truth. Believe in yourself because no one else can do it for you. And because believing in yourself is the first step to finally becoming who you were meant to be. As always, this is Jeff with Jeff's Changes for Life. And today's going to rock because we're going to start believing in ourselves. And when you believe in yourself, there's nothing you can't do.